Hola, hello, and welcome to Being Fat Sucks. I'm here with Martin.
Hey Jason, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing? You crazy. So today, I'm really excited because we're doing my favorite episode to this day. It's snacks on the go. What caused me to actually start understanding how weight loss works and metabolism works was snacking. If you snack in between your meals, your breakfast, and your lunch and dinner, when you have the bigger meals, you're not gonna eat as much. Let me give you an example of how metabolism works and why snacks are so important. So for example, we'll take me and Martin, we go camping, they give us both the same log of wood. That log of wood, I decided to chop it up into 6 little chips, and he puts his log of wood on the fire as is. His fire will be burning at one state the whole time. Now, if I give my fire 1 chip every 2 to 3 hours, right, let's think of food, automatically I'm burning more. Why? Because that chip, the fire's really high up. As soon as it fades away, right, it's gonna need another one, because that means our energy, that is our chip, our food, has diminished. Meanwhile, his log of wood is, think of that big meal. You know, come on, we all have done that. We go home and we eat the biggest meal of the day is at home.
Oh yeah.
Wrong. By the time you eat that, all those calories, you haven't even burnt them up yet. Whereas we had the same type of food log, and I just, every 2 to 3 hours, was using my chips to my advantage, and I ended up eating the same amount, but burning all of my fat off. Now check this out, Martin. From 1980 to 2010, the amount of people eating snacks twice a day has increased from 25% to 65%. Are you keeping up with your snacks?
I am keeping up with my snacks, and the thing that's different for me is that I used to think of snack as a sweet.
Right.
But what is a snack?
Right.
You know, so a snack is like naughty, but
you're bad, right? Or what about the mythology? Like when I was so overweight, I used to watch what I called the skinnies, and they were always eating snacks. And I'm like, why are they doing that? I'm trying to maybe eat twice a day, if that, to lose weight. They were in great shape because they kept on feeding. Just goes to that example, that metaphor as to why it's so important to feed just enough to get by. Never full, never hungry. That's right. Now, I'm not telling you or anyone out there, oh, go eat potato chips, go eat, granola bars left and right. No. You have to prepare. We always go back to that prepare word.
Prepare, yeah.
I'm gonna give you and the audience today my favorite low-calorie snacks that's not only gonna get you by, but it's gonna make you feel light, motivated, and happy in general. First one is an apple and 10 almonds. This apple and almonds, believe it or not, is only 175 calories, 7 grams of fat, try a little almond.
Oh yeah.
18 grams of sugar, and 6 grams of protein. So by the time you're mixing one and the other,
They're great.
it's a mouthful, refreshing, and your pants are not gonna get tight. Now, I usually eat the apple and the almonds about 2 to 2.5 hours after my breakfast. So by the time you actually eat your lunch, you won't even eat the whole plate. Maybe you can eat just half of it and then eat half later for dinner. Next up is one of my top favorites, usually mid-afternoon after lunchtime, 2 to 3 hours later, is unsalted almond butter.
Okay.
Love this. And celery, okay? You will be surprised, it's actually tastier to most people than peanut butter. Now, say you don't want to use unsalted almond butter, you can get unsalted organic peanut butter as well. Okay, mind you, this is only 2 tablespoons and 2 celery sticks, 190 calories, 20 grams of fat, 2 grams of sugar, and, you ready for this? Only 12 grams of carbs. Those carbs are so needed, especially in the afternoon. You still have to get home from work. You need those carbs. Just having that little bit of peanut butter, little bit of veggie to get you, right?
It's great.
It's awesome. Now, if you're worried that it's too much fat, all you have to do is grab the bottles, because it comes with a lot of oil, and just dump half of it, like so.
I never thought of that. That's a good idea.
Just a little bit. but at least now mentally you can say, hey, I still have some good fat, but it's not overly done. Now my third and most favorite snack of all of them, because I love eating late night. I know it's horrible. They say it's horrible for you. If I've been working all day and I want to eat, I'm gonna eat my snack, okay?
So what's the snack?
Fat-free cottage cheese, okay, with sugar-free maple syrup. Yeah, check this out. We're gonna put a little bit cottage cheese for you to taste with the maple syrup. Now, as I'm preparing this for him, let me explain. Cottage cheese with this is 170 calories, 0 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of protein.
I didn't hear a word you said. This is great.
You see what I mean? And you can go to sleep guilt-free and say, you know what? I'm loving it.
This is like the Snickers.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
So every calorie counts.
Every calorie
Keep
counts.
that in mind. Now, Martin, I really want to compare healthy snacks versus the unhealthy snacks. Now, for the morning snack, most people in America tend to eat donuts and Pop-Tarts.
Kidding me? I had these for breakfast when I was going to elementary school many a time.
Really? Was that the last time you had a Pop-Tart elementary school?
Not exactly, no.
I really want to just compare it to the healthy snack, which was one we brought up. It's the almonds and the apples. Now, if you eat almonds and apples 3 times a week versus donuts or your Pop-Tarts, you'll save over 23,000 calories a year.
Holy smokes.
It's 864 grams of fat per year, 1,300 grams of sugar a year, and 4,000 grams of carbs a year. That's crazy.
It is crazy. 23,000 calories, that's like 10 pounds or something.
Now, people probably are not gonna be eating Pop-Tarts and donuts every week, every day. We get that. But at least now you have a great comparison of what the truth is if you make wiser choices. All right, check this out. We're gonna compare celery and almond butter versus our typical pretzels and our chips. Now, this is a comparison, once again, I'm telling you guys watching, taking notes, based on a year. Now, if you eat almond butter and celery for 3 days a week for a year, you save 13,000 calories, and you're saving 200 grams of fat, 4,300 grams of carbohydrates, and 38,000 milligrams of sodium.
That's a lot of salt right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just straight bloating. You know, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're looking at your hands and you're like, why do my hands look so fat? Why does my face look so fat? Guys, it's common sense. America's most common late night snack, pastries and vanilla ice cream seems to be a late night favorite. Let's compare it to fat-free cottage cheese and sugar-free maple syrup.
Which was really rockingly good. I couldn't believe it, yeah.
If you have the fat-free cottage cheese and the maple syrup 3 times a week versus pastries or ice cream, what you'll save is 18,000 calories, 1,800 grams of fat, 3,300 grams of sugar, 3,000 carbs.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Pick up that cottage cheese late at night, a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup. You're getting and satisfying that sweet tooth and not feeling so guilty in the morning. Now, the amount of fat and calories you're saving by eating the healthy stuff versus the bad stuff is equivalent to a big fat jar of mayonnaise. That is crazy. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sick to my stomach. Now, the amount of sugar that you're saving by eating the good stuff versus the bad stuff is 1 full bag of sugar. That's not good.
No.
That's like an anxiety attack plus a coma plus I don't even know what. Now, in the course of a year, by making the right choices, having the bad versus the good, you're basically putting a whole bottle of soy sauce in your body. So if you're wondering, why does my face look so fat? Why is my finger so bloated? Why is my stomach so bloated? You can save it by making the right choices. Do you want this? Hello. Do you want this? It's talking to you.
No.
Exactly. Throw it out the window. See you later. The amount of carbohydrates you're gonna save over the course of a year if you eat the good stuff versus the bad stuff is not 1, not 6 loaves of bread, but 12 freaking loaves of bread.
That's a lot of bread.
Look at that. Yeah, let's just put that in your stomach. Is that what you want to feel? No, look at that. All this, that's all that, baby. that 28 pounds you've lost.
You know, I've lost that, and
what's his name?
I can't even imagine I was carrying that.
Through this experience, and him losing weight, and Kate losing weight, and everybody losing weight, we can do this together. We got questions, we got answers, but come here, subscribe to the channel. Being Fat Sucks. I'm Jason Rosell. Thank you for watching. Much love. I'll see you guys soon. See that fire?